comparison is the thief of joy. Growing through what we go through is what is going to lead us to that better future version of ourselves. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Cece, and this is my fitness channel where I just like to share my fitness journey with you guys. Every day is a gift, and I'm so grateful you decided to spend part of that gift here with me today. Just wanted to have a little chat with you guys. There have been some things on my mind lately, and so I just wanted to talk about them with you guys. If you relate to any part of this chat, be sure to put it down below. I don't know, there's just something about being 27 right now in the current state of the world. There are times when all I see is freedom and possibilities, but then there are other times when I feel trapped and I focus too much on all the things I haven't accomplished yet. I think there's a small part in all of us that wonders if we are where we should be. And honestly, I do try to tell myself that nothing meant for me will pass me by. The never-ending struggle between feeling like I should do more and recognizing the importance of rest and being present in my own life can be incredibly draining. And the influence of social media and its highlight reel only makes me feel worse. So if anyone can relate to this, I'm right there with you trying to navigate it all. You are not alone. As some of you may know, I actually have a bachelor's in finance. And let me tell you, I did not see my future as it is right now. Nobody told me when I signed the paperwork to go to college that, hey, it might be tough for you to land a job even though you put all this time, effort, and money into getting a degree. And honestly, looking back, I'm not sure that I would make the choice to go to college again. Please let me know if you've struggled to find a job related to your field of study or where you went to school for. Circling back for a moment, I know we hear a lot that nothing meant for you will pass you by, but I think hearing it and actually living in alignment with that statement are two completely different things. It really takes a certain amount of acceptance and letting go to really walk the walk when it comes to that statement. Living in truth with this statement is like looking in the mirror and just seeing all of your scars all at once. You have to accept all of the good and all of the bad all at once, all of your trauma, all of your mistakes, all of the embarrassing moments, while simultaneously letting go of past versions of yourself. But we have to do all of that so that we can get on to the other side where our future selves lie. Honestly, the more I think about it, I believe pausing to express gratitude for all the mistakes that we've made in the past that benefit us today is a necessary part of the process. There are so many moments when I look back to my early 20s where I was unhappy or uncomfortable, or I wasn't happy with a situation, or I did something scary. Now I can reflect on those moments and I have a deeper understanding and I have clarity for the building blocks of the foundation for peace that I have now in my life, internally and externally. Internally when it comes to my mind, my heart, my soul, and externally when it comes to the things I spend my time doing, the people I have in my life, and just the things that I choose to expend energy on. Like in some kind of way, even though I have my moments where I'm unsure, every unsure step that I take is a part of the process. And honestly, now that I'm 27, I can look back and laugh at my younger self when I thought my whole life would be all together by age 25. Who was I kidding? It's kind of funny. Did you guys ever think that when you were little, when you saw somebody in your 20s, you're like, oh my gosh, they're so grown, they have their life together? I just remember being a kid and thinking that about any of my relatives or people that I met that were older in their 20s. I was like, oh my gosh, they just have their life together. And now I'm like creeping up on 30 and I'm like, does anybody have it together? If you do have it together, please give us some tips down below. There are so many big and little moments in our lives that have value, but our ability to recognize that value heavily depends on where we've been mentally, physically, emotionally, and what we've experienced. For example, when I was younger, I definitely saw YouTube more of a way to make money. But as I'm going into my 4th or 5th year as a creator, I see now that it's truly a creative outlet for me. So having that thought process now, I value every part of the process differently. And I even value other content creators' content differently because I know what it's like to be a creator. I never really call myself a YouTuber. I call myself a content creator. That's always been something I've felt way more aligned with. So I know a lot of people tend to use those terms interchangeably, but I always have and I always will refer to myself as a content creator. I remember when I first started my YouTube channels, even reaching 100 subscribers was like a huge milestone and I was so excited to celebrate it. But now I'm nearly at 2,000 on this channel. And it's mind-blowing. There's no other words for that other than it is just mind-boggling to me. But I came across a quote some months ago and it was like, just imagine 2,000 people or how many ever followers you have or subscribers or viewers that you have showing up to your house right now to watch what you're doing. And it really, like, it changed my perspective on it completely. A couple of hundred views. I'm like, imagine 300 people showing up to my house to see what I'm doing. Because that's essentially what this is. It just really reminded me that comparison is the thief of joy. I heard that quote years ago too, and it's something that always sticks with me, even though as a human being that works with content creation, comparison is just something that I feel like as a creator, even if you try not to compare, it almost comes with the territory, right? Because of the content I consume, right? I consume a lot of content that's similar to the content I create. So then I'm comparing editing skills and video topics and, ooh, I like what she did there in that video. So I always have to remind myself, comparison is the thief of joy, and remain grounded in my why and my vision when it comes to being a content creator. Furthermore, when you're comparing yourself to other people, we honestly have no idea where they've been. Like when I look at Remy Ashton, she's been on YouTube for like what, probably 11 plus years now. So why on earth would I compare my year 4 to her year 11? That does not make sense. So if you are in a space of comparing, remember, you have no idea the struggles, you have no idea the energy, the effort, the downfalls, the bad days that anybody has had to get to where they're at, the energy and the effort they've put in. You have no idea of that journey that they have had to get to the point where they are. Just keep that in mind whenever you just are in a space where you're comparing yourself to others in any regard, more than just on social media or people you see when you scroll on Instagram. You know, use this also when you're thinking about people who you see and you talk to and your friends and family in real life. I've been pondering a lot about my purpose and what I'm here to do. I mean, not just on YouTube, but I mean in life. And I know part of my purpose is to make the earth a better place, but what does that actually look like? What action should I be taking, right? Is that creating these videos? Is that working 40 hours at a job? Is that doing something meaningful day to day in my life? What exactly does that look like? Do you guys go through that thought process as well? Because I know I do. I will say having coffee is a part of that purpose. Without a doubt, I know that. I'm not entirely sure that I have it all figured out yet, but I am determined to find out, despite feeling scared or unsure of the future. I feel like not knowing can be scared, right? Because obviously there's a lot of things we don't know. However, I feel like knowing can also be intimidating, because then you just have to take those actions to pursue that goal, pursue your purpose. So it's a double-edged sword. I am so grateful to be a part of YouTube and to be a creator, but I also think it's made me a little scared when it comes to outcomes. And you know, as a creator, you can put your heart and soul and so much energy and effort into a video for it to flop or not do as well as your other videos, or as well as the other trending topics at the time. And I understand that it's a part of a journey. You know, it comes with a territory as a creator, but it can be very discouraging. And I think that being discouraged to try new things or being discouraged to fail it's a bad place to be, because it really keeps you in the comfort zone and it keeps you from trying new things. And I definitely think that being a content creator has highlighted that pain point for me as a person, as a human being. So it's something I'm working on. I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress, constantly refining, trying to do and be better. Lately, my anthem has been, instead of dwelling on all the things I haven't done and haven't accomplished, I really want to work on shifting my mind to appreciate everything that currently exists in my life. All of the answered prayers that I'm living in this very moment. I guarantee if you take a moment to assess your life, to really look at everything, promise you'll recognize at least one answered prayer that you're living right now. And again, like, this circles back to the social media highlight reel of just seeing everyone's highlights all the time. It really can get us down about what we're doing or what we're not doing, or of what everyone else is doing and their milestones and where they're at, instead of appreciating our own milestones and that our own timelines are so individual, and that every step is a part of the process, and growing through what we go through is what is going to lead us to that better future version of ourselves that can look back on this moment and the other moments with a deeper appreciation for them. And wow, because like really thinking about it, like looking back to my younger self and having the courage, like seriously you guys, having the courage to put yourself out there, to whatever that looks like for you, whether that is posting on social media, whether that is going out with a new group of friends, whether that is taking a risk and asking the person you like out, putting yourself out there. There is something about that is so scary. And knowing that the younger me had the courage to do that, to show up, to not know any of the outcomes, and to choose to do that and continue to do that, and for me to continue to be here today. I have appreciation for that huge first step, that huge first leap to buy the camera, to set up. And it's different at 27, learning about myself in the process, learning about other people in the process, learning about content creation in the process has just been one of the most beautiful journeys. I honestly don't even know what the entire point of this video is. It just feels like a mishmash of random thoughts I've had on my mind lately, and I wanted to share, and I was really hoping that at least one person could relate or understand. Regardless, if you're watching this video, you stayed till the end, I would really appreciate it if you took one moment to comment down below one answered prayer that you're living right in this moment that you didn't realize that you had gotten answered. It's crazy how easy it's become to forget to recognize and acknowledge the blessings and all the great things that we have in our lives. As for me, my answered prayer is having you here with me today, listening and just being here to support my channel. And I want you guys to use this as a reminder that your dreams are worth pursuing, even when others might not fully understand your vision. There's a reason that you were given that vision and they weren't. Our vision and the way that we see the world and the way that we see things, that's what makes us who we are, and that's what makes us individuals. So learn to love, appreciate, nurture that part of yourself, and remember that your dreams are worth pursuing, whatever that looks like for you. And hey, if you enjoyed this video today, be sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel out. Even if you are just passing through, I'm genuinely glad that our paths crossed. I appreciate you being here. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Every day is a gift, and I'm so grateful you decided to spend part of that gift here with me today. I appreciate you guys listening to my ramble. I will see you guys on Sunday. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.